Everyone, welcome to another Exchange 2016 video in the series. My name is Ed, and in this video today we're going to be taking a look at Mapi. Now Mapi is the new preferred protocol to use for your Outlook clients. Now if you're coming from a coexistence environment, so for example you've got Exchange 2010 and you introduce Exchange 2016 or 2013 as an example, it'll be disabled by default. So where you'll get a nice fat warning when you install Exchange 2016 or 2013 to say that the preferred protocol is Mapi, however it's been disabled within the organization. If it is a brand new installation with just Exchange 2016 or just 2013, it'll then be turned on by default. Now, if you head over to the Exchange Admin Center first of all, and you click on servers and then virtual directories, you can select the server that you want, or if you want to go all servers and you want to do Mapi, you can see Mapi. Now you can see for my server A, for example, I have an internal and an external URL not being configured yet. Okay, that is great, but we first need to verify, we'll come back to this, that Mapi is enabled. Now if you head over to your Exchange Management Console and you type get organization config, and we want to filter for Mapi only, you can see that MapiOverHttp enabled is set to true. Some companies prefer the older clients, or they can't enable the newer protocol because you've got legacy clients in the environment and you're going to struggle with the connectivity, and it is advisable to upgrade to either the latest or one behind from an office perspective to take advantage of all the features, etc. But let's say you do have it enabled and you want to now disable it. You can now go set your organization config, specify Mapi, and we can set it to false. So if we go run the first command again, you'll see now I've turned it off completely for my organization, which is my lab. However, if you did have it enabled, you need to configure your URLs. Now coming back to the virtual directory, you need to set your internal and your external URL, how a client's going to get you. Obviously, you'll have Outlook Anywhere as a fallback if clients don't want to connect, but ideally you want to make use of the new protocol. It works a lot better, it's a lot quicker. So essentially, if I had to specify mail dot, that's what your URL might look like. You might have a single namespace with a sans search, you might have a wildcard search, you might just use one name, whatever you want to do, and then you'd obviously configure it, and then you would set your authentication, and then you click save. So if you refresh now, you can see, I can see the external URL on that one, but not on this one. So always remember, as mentioned, if you're running coexistence, it will be set to false if it wasn't enabled initially, and if you're running a new installation, it will be enabled by default. Thank you very much for watching.